1978, a native of Bay City, Michigan, left college. She had a scholarship at the University of Michigan and moved to New York with about $30 in her pocket. Her name was Madonna, and her net worth today is in the high nine figures. By the mid-80s, Madonna had become one of the most recognizable faces in the world, thanks to zeitgeist-grabbing hits like Material Girl and Like a Virgin. Today, the icon we all know as Madonna has millions of die-hard fans worldwide and runs a media empire. She continues to cut pop records. Her latest, 2019's Madame X, became her 9th US #1 album, to play live to sold-out international crowds. Plus, these days, she's also the face of her own luxury skincare line and spearheads numerous other business ventures. How did Madonna make it, and how much does she make? Keep reading to find out everything we know about Madonna's net worth. Madonna's estimated net worth is an astonishing $850 million in 2022, making her one of the richest musicians in the world. Forbes has named Madonna the wealthiest female musician of all time. 1. The source of her fame. After the big move to NYC, Madonna struggled to make ends meet as a dancer in the Big Apple. She started performing and writing catchy pop tunes with band The Breakfast Club and Emmy, and in 1983, she saw her first mainstream chart with Holiday, a timeless, synth-heavy invitation to get your groove on. Madonna cut a deal with Sire Records, and her first self-titled album, Madonna, was a substantial hit. In 1985, Like a Virgin was nothing short of a phenomenon. The rest is history. Madonna's album sales. 2. Madonna's album sales. With over 300 million records sold and an astonishing impact on Billboard's Hot 100, Madonna is the highest-selling solo artist in music history. Billboard ranks her as the Hot 100's second top artist of all time, behind only the Beatles, just ahead of Elton John and Elvis Presley. Also of note, 1990's Greatest Hits compilation, The Immaculate Collection, sold an astounding 30 million units. 1996's Evita soundtrack, 11 million copies, and I'm Breathless, a Dick Tracy tie-in debuting signature single Vogue, and Oscar-winning Sooner or Later, sold 11 million. 3. Madonna's tour earnings. It's pretty much impossible to deny Madonna in the modern master of performance art, with blockbuster production values and her meticulous touch over every detail. Her stadium and arena shows are an exhilarating blend of pop hits and shock value, artistry, and athleticism. It'll raise your pulse, so it's no wonder she's been able to sell out the world's biggest venues for decades now. With around $1.5 billion in sales, she's the top-earning solo touring artist ever. Madonna's most successful tour was Sticky and Sweet Tour in 2008, and it earned her a whopping $411 million. 4. Madonna's other business ventures. In addition to her incomparable music career, Madonna's considerable wealth comes from authoring children's books like well-reviewed The English Roses, various fashion lines including Material Girl, a collaboration with daughter Lourdes Leon, deals with H&M and Dolce & Gabbana, premium perfume Truth or Dare, and MDNA skincare, launched fairly recently. The MDNA skin regimen includes luxury facial wash, masks, eye treatment, a beauty roller, and Madonna's personal favorite, a rose mist she calls a mood enhancer and handbag essential. Madonna's Maverick Records was a key career move, co-founded with Time Warner in 1992, netting Madonna a $60 million advance and a 20% share of music publishing. Part of the deal in the erotica era was Madonna's Sex Coffee Table book, which sold out its first and only printing quickly, selling $1.5 million copies in its first 3 days alone. At $50 a unit, it remains one of the most sought-after out-of-print books in the world. 5. How much is Madonna's art collection worth? One of Madonna's most valuable assets is her art collection, including originals by Pablo Picasso and Frida Kahlo. The collection is estimated to be worth over $100 million. 6. Is Madonna a Pepsi spokesperson? Easily the most notorious brand tie-in Madonna's ever had a hand in was Pepsi promotion that lasted mere days in the late 1980s. Madonna, who was at the zenith of her international fame, filmed a Pepsi ad with an early sample of iconic hit Like a Prayer that aired exactly one time on March 2 to massive viewership during The Cosby Show. The next day, she released the music video, which showed burning crosses, murder, and Madonna kissing a Black Christ-like figure. Pepsi swiftly pulled Madonna's ad, but thanks to her contract, she still walked away with a cool $5 million. This whole series of events represents some of the sharpest, funniest savvy in the history of modern media. Like a Prayer remains arguably the best music video ever to boot. What's more, Madonna is still bringing it up. In 2017, Pepsi was streamrolled for a tasteless, baffling Black Lives Matter-themed ad featuring Kendall Jenner, in which a Pepsi can appears to solve civil unrest. Madonna took to social media to ridicule the ad, along with most people. When you wake up and realize that shit just doesn't really make sense. Madonna caption. Side note, my Pepsi commercial was pulled 30 years ago because I was kissing a black saint. Hashtag ironic. Shortly thereafter, she provided further shade, posting a text-free photo of herself behind the scenes during her Ray of Light Nothing Really Matters phase in the late 1980s. Masterfully trolled, hilarious. As a token of our gratitude, here's today's promised bonus fact. Is Madonna a billionaire? Contrary to a popular rumor, Madonna is not a billionaire. Back in 2013, a little-known Madonna fan blog misinterpreted the fact that her MDNA tour grossed $300 million to mean that Madonna herself was $300 million richer and therefore a billionaire. At the time, her net worth was $650 million. First off, even if Madonna did somehow make $300 million after taxes, she would only be worth $950 million, which is not quite a billionaire. That would still be a very nice income, but nowhere near $300 million. Unfortunately, many reputable media outlets helped spread this false rumor by snowballing the story as fact across hundreds of websites, magazines, and newspapers. The rumor has been debunked by virtually every reputable wealth-tracking media outlet, including Forbes, Celebrity Net Worth, Bloomberg, and more. If you had a life like Madonna's, what are some fun things you would do? We'd love to read your opinions in the comments below. That's all for today, Billionaire Life Seekers. We hope you enjoyed today's video. If it was a fun watch, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and a heartfelt subscribe. Oh, and also hit that bell icon so we can stay connected. Until next time.